I think this is really important because when we get into user ownership and control of their data, people need to understand this. So it's kind of like I own an Airbnb. Now, I own the property. I own the building. Legally, I own that. But legally, I can also enter into a contract with someone through Airbnb Marketplace to have them live in my home for, a
It's like
week, 2
subletting.
weeks, or 3 weeks. And it's the same way with data. The ownership of the data is the user.
It's still
They own their data. They're just letting you.
They're giving you a copy.
Yes. Yeah.
They're not giving you all of their data, all of them. They're giving you a copy in time of a piece of that information. And if you want to buy more copies in time, longitudinally, you can do so using the Real Intelligence API. But when it comes to the principles of ethics, right, and being compliant with regulation, this is beyond it. TARTLE, using a technology like ours, puts you beyond where regulation is today. Because you have that explicit consent that comes every single time directly from a person when they permission a piece of data to you. And they're saying, you own this copy of my data in time. That is now yours. You have paid me for it. I have given you that copy. There's an exchange that occurs. That is now your asset. These are now my funds. And that's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. And I think this last point, and this is a really good one where we excel at TARTLE. We're in over 226 countries. Is a diverse and high quality global data.
Yeah.
And the network that we have built, within our users. I mean, you just had somebody say, hey, I need millions of data points in India.
Yeah.
And guess what? Demographics, geographics, not an issue. We're working with a very large company to source data from Nigerians in rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine.
The power of our system. And in the early days, people are like, you guys are crazy. What do you mean you want every country on earth using this? Well, we saw value amongst all human beings equally. Regardless of what country they sat in, there is value in the way these people think, walk, talk, and act. Okay? So, in order to capitalize on the benefits of so many people all over the place, we had to build a system that was hyper efficient at sifting through different demographics or characteristics of people. Now, the Real Intelligence API allows what would take full teams of data scientists. You can do it automatically. And the process is called map reduction. So you can take very large pools of people and automatically reduce down to very selected targets of whatever quantity you want and whatever characteristic, and say, those are the people I want to source data from.
Yes, exactly.
You cannot do that as efficiently anywhere else in the world. And you can do it on absolutely any characteristic because the self-identification principles of people say that this is who I am, come choose me. So things that would naturally be off the bar by targeting people based on religion, race, physical characteristics, disease states, people say, these are the things I have, come to me.